thought we were going to get, I knew what we were going to get tonight, have them coming off their first Big Ten loss. They came out ready. I knew Coach would have them ready. But the story of the game, guys, is one stat, points off turnovers. We only have 3 turnovers. You know, I told the guys, you know, we get to the NCAA tournament, we play every game with 3 turnovers, we'll cut the nets down. It's hard to do now. You're playing Michigan State. You know, Coach Huggins taught me a long time ago, when I had a full head of hair, my suits were cheap, and I was working for him, that real programs win when you don't make shots. We missed layups, we missed free throws, we couldn't make a shot in the second half to save our life, but we won anyway. So that's what I try to build into these guys, and I try to build it as a character thing for when their life doesn't go the way they want it to go, that they're still going to be successful, they'll still make it through the tough times. Anybody can, when shots go in and your life's easy, it's all gravy. When things are tough is when you find out. You know, Michigan State made it tough on us. Adai missed some chippies. Lazar stepped up, hit a few big ones for us. And obviously, you know, I decided in the timeout to go to Eric on the last play. I thought, you know, he hadn't had his best night, but I got a lot of confidence in him. You know, try to get him to his left hand, get his feet in the paint and score. So guys come up with a big defensive stop after stop late in the game, but we struggled to get a rebound. And I've never practiced rebounding, defensive rebounding, as hard as we did Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and today in practice shoot around. And they still got 14. So story of the game is just the points off turnovers, and we took care of the ball and it kept them off the break.
How were you able to do that on both ends? Force the turnovers and then not commit any?
Well, look, you know, these seasons have ebbs and flows. We've struggled defensively for a while, but last couple games against, obviously, Oregon and Michigan State, you give up 52 against Oregon, something like that, and 61 today. So I think keeping them off the break is the key. Now, if we could have kept them off the backboard, we'd have been in big business. But we were 1 for 2. We kept them off the break. We didn't keep them off the backboard like we wanted, but we did keep them off the break by taking care of the ball, getting good shots. You know, we needed we had 7 extra shots, equal free throws, so we have 7 more possessions. So you're able to shoot 35% and 25% and win. You know, which why I thought tonight was going to be this kind of game. It was going to be extremely physical, and when the games are really fought hard like that physically, it's hard for guys to make shots in those kind of games. Because Tyler Bilodeau's getting, you know, he's wrestling with people. Their people are wrestling with our people. And on games like that in college basketball, they tend to be lower scoring games.
Eric's last shot, I think you guys had the ball 22 seconds or something like that. Obviously, you know, the decision to go early, was that drawn up like that? Or
you want to be able to get a chance to get offensive rebound. Yeah, I don't believe in shooting with 2 seconds on the clock. And, you know, why not have a chance to get an offensive rebound? Plus, I trust our defense.
Talked a lot about the full court press throughout the season and how you wanted to improve it. What did you think about it tonight?
We were just trying to make sure on made free throws that we could press them, so because there's usually after made baskets is when their fast break is at its best. You know, the old out, guy touches his feet, the old, what I would say, the Showtime Lakers, bang, bang. And they get it at you before you can get organized. So to make them just deal with a little press, so it takes them out of the way they want to just get it out and run it down your throat. That was really our game plan. It wasn't to steal the ball tonight.
Coach Tom said that this is one of the most physical games he played in a long time. What do you make of the way you guys were able to battle through all the no calls tonight and things of that nature?
Tough. I mean, I don't know. Tough to say. I mean, look, I said that's why the game was lower scoring. That's what I would say. But I wouldn't say we won that. We were minus 18 on the glass. So I wouldn't say by any stretch we won what was going on when the ball came off the rim. They're definitely Zapala, Kohler, some of those guys are, Carson Cooper, them guys are big dudes, man. Adai's just 19 years old. Man, Tyler he's still not 100% on that ankle, so his lift is a little limited. We basically play 3 guards, so I was highly concerned with the physicality of the game. I thought our guys handled it well enough to get the W. But that's just, I don't know. I think all these Big Ten games are physical, would be my opinion.
Coach Izzo said he talked to you during the losing streak, and
Yeah,
he
we
said
talked
that
quite a bit.
He credited you for jolting these guys back. His quote was, "You better hope he keeps yelling." What is his support, man? And you've obviously said you kind of wanted to mold this program in the way he runs things, right?
Yeah, I told Dan Guerrero when I was being interviewed that I thought that if I could get a job like UCLA, I could build a program like Michigan State. It's a dead quote from Mick Cronin to Dan Guerrero. And he's been to 7 Final Fours, won a title with class, integrity. He's a leader in his community, his school. I mean, if he's not the dean of college basketball, I don't know who is. So I've looked up to him for a long, long, long time. So since I've come here, I've gotten to know, we've talked a lot more, especially then once we've joined the Big Ten. But I will tell you, like, for us in the coaching world, he reaches out to anybody that's struggling. Could be a football coach. Pat Fitzgerald went through some stuff. I mean, the guy cares about coaches. He's not about flash. He just cares about players. He cares about coaches. And he's just a great, great guy. So I appreciate him. I look up to him. And I said that when we came here, that they had gotten blown out the year before I got here by Michigan State in Vegas. And we got to play them in Maui, and we battled. We just couldn't score. And it was a huge moment for our program when we were able to beat them at Purdue that night, that cold night, rainy night in March, on our march to the Final Four. It's a huge stepping stone. So, I mean, he's the best. Great. He's become a friend, and he didn't have to be. I mean, there's nothing I can do for him. I mean, he don't need my advice. Although I do sometimes I think he needs to blow off steam. A lot of things bother him, but lot of things. But the state of the game. But at least he hasn't run. A lot of other guys have hung it up. He hasn't, which is fortunate for the kids that get to play for him and for their fans. Because I'm sure he don't need any money. I'd be shocked if he needed 10 cents. Right? It'd be easy for him to walk. So it's great for our game that he's stuck around. All right, guys. Thank you.